Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, so the race is over. We got to lap 10, so we have Nice Al, and eventually I'll hatch him. At the moment I have higher priorities. I'm hatching Thundir, and after completing all of the Christmas dungeons, I am now hatching Chronoxian Guard. So those have higher priorities. Those are actually useful to me. I'll get him eventually. I'm just kind of having real space problems. So don't be surprised in the near future if you see this open on my little set of islands. It's getting to the point now where if I'm actually going to continue with the mass number of creatures they're giving us, and the mass number that I have never awoken because I don't have space, I might just have to do that. So you might be hearing a sound. It's called a crowbar opening up a wallet. It's a rare thing for me, but I'm afraid that's kind of something that's just going to happen. Anyway, like I said, the race is gone, and, well, we have a maze. So let's take a look at the Ancient Kingdom maze. All right, so this is the Ancient Kingdom maze. So let's, first of all, it's an 8-day one, which is kind of interesting. There's a 20% discount going on. Hopefully by now I have convinced you not to waste any coins during a 20% discount. So let's look at who's here. All right, we have Bonicor. It's a rare. Move on. All right, we have Helberus. Okay, well, I mean, if you're starting off, you know, it's an epic. It does some damage and such, so it's not so bad. It hits hard. It can also set things on fire, too, so that's not so bad. All right, let's just move on. All right, we have Commander Alvin. All right, she's very good. Very good, and covers some interesting books here, too. She does a lot of torture effects. Group attack, burning, group attack, poisoning, group attack, I think stamina leak or stamina drain, and then like a 0 cooldown that does a lot of good damage there. If for some reason you can't do the other one, I mean, this is all right. It's just that these days it's kind of hard to justify that given the way they've been handling these last few mazes. Because once again, we have another member of the Forsaken. This is Zenfira, or Fyra, one or the other. Apparently, she was a centaur who got left behind in a lower area and turned super powerful. That sounds familiar. Hasn't that happened before? You'd think the good guys would learn by now that's not a good idea. All right, so anyway, she is got... is that Elite there? Okay, so... actually, no, that's exclusive, isn't it? Okay, so I think it's Underworld, and I think it's female, because they don't show you anymore on the pop-up anymore. I think that that's exclusive. And then, of course, Adventurer at the end. All right, but I do have a lot more details regarding her. So let's talk about Zenfira. Okay, so this is the stuff that I have. I don't have the little panels and stuff like that. And I also don't have the values at the moment. They're not up yet. So it'll probably be up tomorrow. All right, let's just start with the evolving trait. All right, at rank 0, she turns out to be tough, which is good. 35% chance, extra chance of resisting negative status effects. Very good. Rank 1, self-damage increase. Now, I don't know if that stacks with the other ones, because that could be an issue because she's got a lot of different damage boosts. So I'm not sure if that's something different or it's just a regular damage boost or something like that. If it stacks, that's actually kind of interesting. But still, that's not a bad way to start. By the way, she's kind of support damage. She does do damage, but she's also got support. The damage is kind of front-loaded. We'll show you what I mean in a minute. All right, at rank 3, she becomes immune to possession. I don't know if that means all forms, you know, like the corruption or not. It doesn't really say. And then at rank 4, random hater. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I mean, there's a mechanic... 2 mechanics that she has, just ignore them, really. That's what it comes down to for me. Just ignore them. All right, let's look at the skills. Let's just poke around here. In Tier 1, what I want to talk about, I don't want to talk about that first one. Let's talk about the second one. The Curse one deals moderate fire damage to all enemies, applies burn to all enemies, applies nightmares to all enemies. That's a 0 cooldown. That's a group attack. It's 30 damage. You know, there's an argument for keeping that one. There is. Now I'm going to look at the last one in Tier 1. That's Lauren's Valor. And I'm going to look at the first one in Tier 2. Because you're going to have to pick one of these. If you want to deal with the individuals who are going to be dodging group attacks, you need one of those. You need one of those. The one I would go with would be Lauren's Valor. Deals heavy special damage to one enemy, applies guard down to one enemy, applies shock to one enemy, applies bleed to one enemy. That is another 0 cooldown. Does 50 damage. Now the next one, I think that's Chayu's Trickery, applies a random elemental weakness to one enemy, applies a random elemental weakness to one enemy, deals very heavy magic damage to one enemy. All right, now they have this really silly thing going on here. Random elemental weakness. Random hater. That random hater one is the more funny one. What is the chances you're going to get something useful out of that? I mean, a lot of them require you to put an effect on somebody. You know, like guard down hater or something like that. Well, if they don't have guard down on it, then they're not going to hurt them. I consider those, I'm just ignoring those. I mean, there's a better chance that your special is going to go off than one of those is actually going to be useful. So I am just mentally deleting those. So in this case, I would definitely go with Lauren's Valor. Because, I mean, its damage, it's only a little bit less damage than the other one, 50 as opposed to 60. But it puts 2 torture effects on and gives them guard down. You hit them, you put guard down on them, and if you get guard down, you're guaranteed to get the 2 torture effects. So, yeah, I mean, that's the one you got to go with, right? And the reason I say you have to pick one of those is because there really isn't anything for single target damage going forward at this point. As a matter of fact, pay attention to the screen there. 30 damage, 50 damage, 60 damage, 30 damage at the bottom. You're not going to see that anymore when we get to the next page. So just keep that in mind. All right, like I said, you pretty much have to pick one of those. All right, now we got to Tier 3, Tyre's Justice. This is a damage boost, precision, extra turn. Just skip that. Believe me, better is coming. Just skip that. All right, then we got the Rage one here at the bottom. Deals moderate dark damage to one enemy. Deals moderate dark damage to everybody. I mean, if you want to count that as the single target one, that's fine. But, if I'm going after one guy, I kind of like the Valor one, especially given the stuff that's coming. So that's Tier 1 and Tier 2 done. Let's move on to Tier 3 and 4. There's some definite winners in here, and there's a lot of losers in here. Let's look at the first one, the Blessing one. Removes negative status effects from itself, applies shock to all enemies, applies double damage to all allies, removes positive status effects from itself, which means you don't get the double damage. And if you previously put something better down on yourself, kind of like what's coming next, that gets removed too. No, that's not going to be in my... No, absolutely. Just don't even think about that one. Cunning Hachiman. Removes negative status effects from all allies, applies True Vision to all allies, applies Evasion to all allies, applies Damage Boost to all allies. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. That is a very good skill. My opinion, clearly her best. Absolutely. I want my Denial to have that. She's actually pretty fast, but the thing is, she is kind of supposed to be a damage dealer. But, I mean, given that skill, I would love my Denial to have that one. Give Evade to everybody, and then give them True Vision, and then give them a damage boost just for fun. That's a very good skill right there. You have to keep that one. No question about it. All right, and then the last one in Tier 3 applies triple damage to itself for 2 turns, applies Precision, applies Skill Mirror. Absolutely very, very good if you can work that in. I probably would. See, I would use that one along with the one I indicated earlier. The fire one that gave the nightmares and the burning and with the 0 cooldown. Because you could just use that one 2 times in a row with triple damage. That's the reason I would want to have kept that one. So in this case, if you don't rank her up, I would keep the triple damage one. I would keep the Cunning Hachiman. I would use the Valor one. And the first one, I think it was Courage. I don't remember the name of it. And I don't want to change the panels back. That's just way too confusing. The 0 cooldown group one that did the burning and the nightmares. Those are the ones that I would keep for her. Just throw everything else away. Unless, of course, you can rank her up. In which case, the first one is actually pretty darn good. Shriek of Ajasaya? I don't know. I don't know these names. Removes positive status effects from all enemies, applies guard down to all enemies, applies blah, 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 useless, and then deals fire damage to all enemies. Alright, so this is going to remove positive status effects, puts guard down on them, and give them fire damage as opposed to some useless thing that's not going to do anything. That's a good skill, and it's got very supporty stuff to that. How you would work it in, I don't know. It really depends. You want to lose the triple damage? Because this one here has got a 2-round cooldown, so you couldn't like spam the triple damage stuff. That's what I'm thinking in terms of. But that's definitely something to consider working in, you know. The next 2 skills are nothing to write home about. The last one is okay. We're just going to look at the critical one here first. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies bleed to all enemies, gives 1 extra turn. No, that's got a 3-round cooldown. I mean, that's always giving an extra turn, so it's really a 2-round cooldown. But I mean, I just don't see that one as being as useful as the first one that gave 2 torture effects with a 0 cooldown. That way I could use it 2 times in a row, right? I mean, I don't see the extra turn really helping there, especially given the next skill. Okay, Roar. I'm just going to call this Roar. Mahar's Roar, whatever it is. Applies a random hater skill to 1 ally, applies True Vision to 1 ally, applies Shock to itself, gives extra turn. So essentially what you're doing here is you're giving True Vision and an extra turn and putting a torture effect on yourself so you can't use extra turn skills. How long does the True Vision work from the other skill? You know, Cunning Hachiman? If it lasts for a couple of rounds, then you don't need it, you have it already. So basically this is all just giving extra turn to one of your players and giving a torture effect to your own guy. Why? What skill are you going to take out for that? I'm not taking any out for that. All right, then we have this one. This is pretty good here, the Hatred one. Applies a random hater skill to all allies. Not that part, though, by the way. Applies double damage to all allies. Applies damage mirror to all allies. Applies pierce to itself. Okay, so this time your character actually gets to keep the double damage, right? And you also get that damage mirror, which means you're still going to be getting damage anyway, but you're going to be reflecting it back. Not the effects, though. This is a damage mirror. And you get Pierce. This is the only time I think you actually get Pierce. I haven't seen her with anything else here that doesn't need piercing. The random hater, we're just forgetting all about that because that's just silly. Yeah, still, I don't think so. If you see, the thing about it is that I'm taking more damage away. You know, the only way you could really do this is to take the triple damage away, and I don't think I would want to do that. First of all, damage mirror for everybody is good. Skill mirror is better because that actually reflects the effects back of skills, so I like that one better. Generally speaking, I think I would still keep the tier 1 through 3 skills. You know, that first one is pretty good. Might want to try to work that one in, but I don't know about that one. You know what's really interesting is the ultimate here at the bottom. Ignoring the random hater and the random weakness one. Applies triple damage to all allies for 3 turns. Applies double damage to all allies. So, wow, that's going to hurt. Yeah, that's not so bad right there. That's not so bad right there. Anyway, I think she's actually pretty good. She's kind of the best one we've seen for a while, although Centurion is actually very good too. We have another damage dealer in the Forsaken, and she's got some supporty stuff too. So like I said, most of her skills, the good ones are at the top there. At least that's my point of view. So the big question, of course, is how do you get her? Well, you know what we've learned from these mazes in terms of the Forsaken? It's actually kind of easy to get them, right? It's ranking them up that's the trick. The event began today, and as you can see, the ticking down of the discount is going on right now. And I haven't been as active with the coins as I should be. I really should have more than that. But keep going, get the coins any way you can. You collect your gold, you do your hatching, your breeding, you do your feeding, you collect food, you do PvP. You keep doing that in a cycle. Make sure you get all the coins that are available to you in the cycles, right? Tomorrow, very likely there's going to be a coins dungeon. You've got to empty that. Get all the coins that are in there. The day after, we're probably going to get the limited path. And she's going to be on the limited path. So what I'm planning might be a little different this time. I am not going to go for the limited path. What I'm going to do is I am going to continue to save and gather as many coins as I can. And I'm going to pour it all into the 30% discount. I'm hoping that I can get enough cells to put her together, which I'm pretty confident on, and then maybe get enough to rank her up. With spending all of my coins inside the 30% discount, maybe I can do that. I don't know, but I don't think there's much of a chance of me not getting her at very least. So I'd like to see whether or not that's going to work. So I am going to go into like gathering mode in terms of the coins, but I'm just going to wait for the 30% discount. It's an 8-day one. So I'm guessing maybe Wednesday or Thursday next week. I haven't really worked it out. I'll have to look on a calendar for that, right? But it's a day and 18 hours before the end of the event, for whatever that is for you. So that's kind of what I'm planning. It's a little bit new for me. And you never know, things could go bad. Maybe my internet goes down for that hour. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what my plan is going to be. So anyway, this is going to be running for a little over 8 days. We don't really have anything else. You know, for one day, we had some good sales here in Monsterwood. You know, it's funny, about 90% of the videos that I watched in Monsterwood were actually for Monster Legends. I wonder how that works out. Okay. And the only other thing that came up is that they finally have the video chest back. You know, it's funny because when they went to Ragnarok as the monthly good, they didn't have like a chest with an element in it. You know, when they had Thalassa as the War Master, they had a video chest with water creatures in it. Now it seems that it's like generic here. And I was a little concerned about that because we were still getting the little keys, but there was no chest to get. But they do have the chest now, so I am just going to go buy one. All right, where is it here? There it is. You actually notice I have 35 of them. So I was kind of saving up for the next month, and then the next month, okay, I don't see it. Where is it? So here we go. Open this chest for a chance to win a Nature, Thunder, or Earth Nemesis, Nature, Thunder, Earth VIP, or a legendary monster. Gee, I wonder which is the highest probability. Well, let's find out. Oh! I am just shocked. All right, and I'm not going to open another one yet. All right, when I get a couple more, we'll do it again, but legendary. I actually have him already. I have an egg for him. He's another one that I just haven't awoken because, yeah, I don't have any space. And, of course, the adventure map is kind of broken now, so, yeah, I can't do any testing, which is the reason that I had to do something, by the way. And speaking of what I had to do, let's go into war. Finally, we're at the point where we get to actually start our own wars. All right, we appear to be leading, which is a good thing. Now, it turns out that one of my viewers is actually on this team and asked me to attack them. Since we have a significant lead, I'm going to do just that. Now, I'm looking for Monster Keeper. All right. Okay, that's going to be interesting. But then again, I have an interesting team too. Yes, I had to level up Centurion because I knew that since I had C in this one that I really needed him. So I can't wait for them to fix the adventure map. So I kind of needed to work on him. All right, this looks interesting. So let's see how this works out. I see that we're in good shape as long as Thalassa doesn't think to use the... actually, Wormlad might be a problem too. But Thalassa could actually remove positive status effects on Centurion and then freeze him over. Hopefully she doesn't do that. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. Actually, which was the one? Yeah, she did the high pressure one to remove the positive status effect and took the evade off of him. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, are you? Oh, you're mega taunting now. Oh, that's actually a big problem, isn't it? Okay. All right. All right, and you're dead. Good question, good question. I'd have to say that he's probably the biggest problem at the moment. And you're dead. Excellent, excellent. The most she could do at this point... Oh, actually, she's about to die. Never mind. And that's why Megaton tanks are awesome. Okay, so that worked out all right. Sorry about that, Monster Keeper, but you did want me to attack you, and I help out my viewers when I can. All right, now obviously my next team is not going to be anywhere near as good as that one was, because I don't have any Megaton tanks available. I do have a tank, but not a Megaton tank. Oh, look at that, using Chronoxian Guard, aren't you? But you do have a Megaton tank there, with a big old diamond armor on there, so let's not do that. All right, let's look around here. Ah, Ragnarok and Elvira. Just say no to that. What do we have here? Okay, I wouldn't be using an extra turner there, that's for sure. All right, let's just see what I can come up with. And this is probably a tragic mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. Obviously, over here I need my own tank. There's a good question. Should I do that? Or should I put Big Al there? All right, first of all, who am I doing here? Gelatron? Gelatron. He's not as useful if I don't have Kronks with me, right? Oh, there we go. There we go, there we go. He's doing his belly dance again, isn't he? Yeah. Now, in this situation, do I want to go with Big Al? Let's take a look. I'm counting completely on Ragnarok for damage, by the way. Do you... You dodge area. All right, you dodge area. There's a really good question. That means I can't do anything to him. But he's going to have to use... He's going to have to go right for Cora, isn't he? Oh, but Dave does do extra turning. I'll just have to be careful not to do that. All right, you know what? Let's just do it. If I die, I die, right? All right, not Vendetta. Unpaid loan. All right, let's think about this. Well, I mean, it's going to kill you because I can't. I have to hit you. I don't have a choice in the matter. All right, and now you are going into Megaton Mode. All right, let's see. You're stunned. That's very good. Ouch. Leave Cora alone! Alright, let me think. Guard down hater. Is anyone still wearing guard down? You never got it. See, that would be just against him because the other guy's going to dodge it. See, at this point, Al has limited use to me. Alright, so you know what? If he has guard down on him, that's still okay. Alright, let's think about this. Can I get rid of you? If I do that, that's... I should have enough for Death's Door. Alright. Okay. You were stunned. You're not stunned anymore, but I just want to get rid of him. Alright. Okay, I got a charge here. And then I'm going to Vendetta your face. And then I'm going to do this to give you some curse. Okay, kill him. Okay, he should be dead. Okay. I gotta kill him fast, because otherwise I'm gonna lose Cora. Okay, that worked out. Ragnarok makes all things good. All right, and I think that's it. We do seem to have a lead here, but you never know what can happen. They have a lot of strong teams in here, so we'll see how that works out. At the moment, our own lives are in our own hands at the moment because we're starting the wars ourselves. But then again, if we win too much, we'll be back into that adding the 8 hours stuff. I really wish they'd get rid of that, and I will never stop saying that. Never. All right, so let's do some PvP. All right, so I got teams, of course, and you know there was a lot of okay. How much did I get here? That's a good range. That's a good range. A lot of people were asking for Kane. I'm guessing that people realize that he was 110 now. So yeah, if everybody's asking for one guy, don't ask for him. It's just a bad idea because I had to exclude a lot of teams because a lot of people were asking for him. All right, so let's go with those teams that I did select. And I was thinking of making a change here, by the way. We'll talk about it when we get to a certain team because it brings it up. Anyway, our first team today was suggested by War Us, and that's the way I'm pronouncing it because I don't want to be, I don't want any problems with YouTube. And War Us wanted to see, starting over in Thunder, we're beginning with Hornet. And next, the winner today of the Kane Lottery. And finally, back over in Thunder, we have Pika. All right, so we got a strong team here, so let's see what we're going to do. I believe we're going to be doing blinding, right? All right, obviously I'm not doing the team on the left because it's epics. Team at the middle, it's not really any denial there, you know. I think I'm gonna go refresh. I'd like to get a challenge here, you know. Do I want to do that though? Considering Kane does extra turns, I do not want to do the team on the left. I mean, team at the middle, they're 100. I mean, they're kind of strong. One more time. I'd like to get that, okay, up the middle. Oh, Hornet against Hornet. That's interesting. They're only 100, though. I think I'm better off with the team on the right. Yes, come beat up my uncommons. Except there's no speed there. You don't, isn't he denial? Okay. All right, let's think. I believe it was this one. No, not that one. Total blind and guard down on all enemies. Who do I want to hit? Just hit him. Okay. Oh, you're immune to blindness. Oh, you stunned everybody. Okay, that's ugly. I think I'm going to have to go with the anti-brutish system here. Applies immunity to control and tortures. Because he gets to go again. Let's try nanovirus to all. The problem is that he's got double damage on, so that's really going to hurt. Minor blind and shock. I think that might... Oh, he's immune to blindness. There's nothing I can do about him. Oh, remove positive stats effects! There we go. Okay, so it's dying time. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I actually really do need to kill her, but I don't know if I'm not going to have it now, am I? Because she can resurrect. So that's the reason I really need to get rid of her. Okay, Shimagami. And then, boom, you're dead? Ow! You killed Pika! And now I kill you. Alright, victory! And of course, some maze coins there. I really could use those maze coins. Just gonna say it right now. Oh, missed it by that much. Okay, so let's go get our next team. Our next team today was, oh, you know, I forgot to do something. It's just the way it's got to be then. Whenever I forget, it's a matter of like, okay, we're just going to do that then. All right. Our next team today was suggested by TSM Lord 27. And TSM Lord 27 wanted to see, all right, we're going to start with Sparta. And then we're going to, this is one of the reasons I'm letting it slide, but it would be a lot more effective. But given the fact that, where is it here? It's here somewhere. I'm looking for, oh, there it is. It's the first one, second one, I should say, Spirit. Given the first two individuals and the need for luck, yeah, Dave, we need luck. We need luck from Dave. It shouldn't make that much of a difference. All right, we're going to Thunder for the last one. Wildbird. Yes, he has only one damage on him. I meant to do something about that, but I'm not doing it now. All right, so let's think about this. Obviously, we need a lot of luck from Dave because he's our denial. I don't want to fight either one of these. Not even the one up the middle. All right, well, we got options here. I mean, I could chicken out. Well, I mean, it's not really chicking out on the left. I mean, there's really no denial over there, but they are tough. I mean, they could really wallop us. That's the thing. That's up the middle. Sparta. I'm going to risk the team on the left. It's probably certain death, but we'll see how this works out. Okay, they have a mix of stuff. But they are going to be going first. Actually, they are probably all going first. Oh, we're so dead. Oh, he was reflecting? Oh, bird person's dead. I somehow don't think Sparta is going to win. I'm just going to reach out and guess that. Although, I would really like his special to pop. That would be very nice. I don't think that would do it, though. Special? Because that was it. That was the only chance I had at that point. If he gets a special up, I do Bloodthirsty, I kill them all. That's about it. All right, well, unfortunately, that's the end of that. And you just missed. Isn't that wonderful? All right, sorry about that. I thought it would be interesting. I didn't realize it was going to be that. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go on to our third team today. Our third team was suggested by Game Boy Garchop. And Game Boy Garchop wanted to see, over in water, we have Tara. And then in light, we have Lance, and then over in water we have no, that's actually wrong. You know what it is? I was reading it like the creature name. No, it was not him. It was over here, and it was Grog, because it is names I see here. So it was Grog. It's Grog. My mistake. Okay, at least we have really speedy denial this time. So maybe we could take that team up the middle? I don't know. It's kind of risky. Team on the left, I mean, is Cryotin denial over there? I don't think so. And yeah, the other side isn't too terrifying. So let's move on here. Okay, well, there's no denial on the left, but it's kind of scary. I suppose, I mean, is it too easy for us at that point? Because I'm going to take their stamina away. But I still have some big things to kill over there, you know? You know, I'm going to do that one just because there's a lot to kill over there. Okay, you don't have anything. That's a shame. And wow, you're going... Are you going first? No, I don't think so. No, you're not going first. Especially... Wow, but that's some serious stuff over there. That Dragar is going to be a problem. All right, yeah, this. Okay, Evil Eye, Total Blind and Quicksand. Okay, did you get anything up there? You got the Quicksand, you did not get the Total Blind. Oh! How to Kill a Dragon. Oh, he's taunting. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, all right. Let's do, we are Dragon Slayers. And then let's do Righteous Evil. All right, so what do we got going over here now? Okay, hardened. But I also have to get rid of the fatigue too, because the fatigue could easily resurrect somebody if I get rid of them. I'm thinking I'm just going to do a boost here. Ouch. Okay, so you are evading now. You got double damage and you're evading. Okay, you're dying quickly. The one in the front is in a lot of trouble. If I had my choice, I'd rather freeze you, because I don't want you going into Megaton mode. Ouch! Oh, okay, the only reason he's alive there is because he was evading. Alright, that's bad. But you know, they're in a lot of trouble as it is. No! Oh, okay, for a minute there I thought he was okay. For a minute there I thought he was going to resurrect. Okay, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, but it was a good fight, though. It was a good fight. I had no idea that Drakkar was going to be that specced out, though. Oh well, not much I can do about that now. Alright, so we have our final team, so let's go on. Our fourth and final team for today was suggested by Sir Pandrew. And Sir Pandrew wanted to say, we're starting with Earth, and this is going to be Geb. And then we're going over to, this is what I was talking about earlier, by the way. I'm strongly considering substituting Gelatron with, you know he's coming, Hookwai. Here's the thing. First of all, I could just use water. I got like 280 water, so I could rank him up with just that, right? The thing is, if you look at it, he's got the Essence Relic, which means that Yamada Essence I got in the previous one, I could give it to him, and he could do extra healing to the Megaton tank when the time comes, you know? Another thing about it is that he has Anticipation, which would be very useful in every situation. So I'm strongly considering that. Tell me what you think about that. All right, and finally, over here, we have, well, we have a boss, don't we? We have Big Al. All right, so we got everything we need here, so we just need opponents. The one on the left, no. Up the middle, I mean, I know I'm like fishing for harder teams, but I mean, we do have some stuff going here, and we have a Megaton tank. Do I have extra turns? No, I don't. I'm wondering about this team over here. The thing is, could I kill... Let's just do that. It's probably a terrible mistake. Won't be the first one I made today, but let's do that. Oh, is that all you got? Okay. All right, obviously unpaid loan. It's the key to victory. All right, in this case, I am going to... I'm gonna double his health first, though. I'll do the damage shield next time around. All right, let's do bleeding to everybody. All right, and then we'll see if we can get some vendetta down on your face. Oh, wow, you guys are like all dead. You guys just have no chance whatsoever at this point. Should I give him guard down heater? I don't know if they're going to have it by that time, you know? Actually, I think they've already lost it. Actually, one of them still had, now two of them still have it, but they won't have it by then. So I'm going to refresh the guard down on them. All right, and should I hit them? All right, let me just do the damage shield just in case. All right, and then meltdown ray. So let's do a little bit of that too. Okay, and this is pretty much over. Just in case, but it's not necessary. All right, and I think I am done here. He's going to give me the maze coins because he's an awesome guy. Ooh, yes he is. Okay, so honey. Honey works then, huh? I'll keep that in mind. And we're done. Okay, so we have a maze going and nothing else. Kind of a slow week, but that's okay. We had kind of like a day and a half off after we got to lap 10 because there wasn't any purpose in doing anything else after that point. So standard maze stuff. There's going to be a coins dungeon tomorrow. Probably the limited path the 2 days after that. It's going to be Zenfira. That's who it's going to be because that's what they've been doing with all of the Forsaken individuals. So make your decision on what you're going to do. You're going to save up for her. You're going to make sure, though, if you're going to do it, that you are going to have the coins to do it. That's the only thing. Sometimes people think they have enough and they end up going down the limited path, and in the end they don't have enough, and basically all those coins are wasted. If you'd saved them and maybe gone later in the event, you might have been able to get it that way. So if you're going to do it, make sure you have enough coins. Very important. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I am going to save up all of my coins, and I'm going to wait for the 30% discount, which I hope actually happens. And I'm going to try to get enough cells for her and enough cells to rank her up. See, the thing is, the first time in the Thundeer one, right, I went down the limited path and I got Thundeer from the limited path. When I spent coins on the discount and then afterwards, I got 100 cells. But 100 cells is useless without the last 20, right? But I'm wondering if I had spent all of those that I spent on the limited path during the discount, would I have gotten farther enough to actually get the individual and enough cells to rank her up? So we'll see what happens with that. That's what I'm going to try. I think there's virtually no chance of me not getting the Forsaken individual with doing it that way. It's just I want to see whether or not I can actually get the cells too if I spend them all in the discount. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.